Hello. This is not streaming on. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Wind Down Wednesday. My name is Corinne of Thrifting Atlanta. I'm one of the organizers of the Thrift Ball and Award Ceremony. Tonight is another episode of our virtual meet and greet. And I'm so excited to bring on the stage with me Laquel. She will be assisting with the interviews today. Okay, there you are, Laquel. Let me see if this thing did not, I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, there we are. Laquel, how are you doing? Let me unmute your mic. Laquel? I think Laquel is having some technical difficulties, so we will bring her back on once that has been adjusted. But I hope you guys are having a great week so far. We are in the hump day. So we're almost to the weekend. We're gonna have an extended weekend because it is Labor Day coming up really soon. So hopefully you have Monday off and you'll have a long extended weekend to rest, relax, and get ready for voting. Voting for your finalists begins on actually Labor Day, September 1st through September 15th. So you'll have 14 days to cast your vote for your favorite finalists. The meet and greet is a great opportunity for you to learn more about the different categories and the finalists that are in each. So when you go to the ballot, you make a really informed decision. So if you're tuning in for the first time and you're like, what is she talking about? Well, at the end of the year, we host our Thrift Ball and Award Ceremony, which is our culmination of networking, of meeting members in our community. It's just a way for us to celebrate all of the hard work that we do here in the thrift community. Whether you are a reseller, a shopper, you just love thrifting, you want to kind of be in the mix with others who share that same passion, the Thrift Ball is definitely the place to be. It is open to everyone. I think we've said that 1,000 times, but it is open to everyone. It's not for any specific, Facebook group or Facebook community. It's open to everyone who loves, supports, dreams, upcycles fashion, resells. It is open to everyone. And it is held on Sunday, December 7th here in Atlanta, Georgia. You'll visit thethriftball.com to get your tickets. Okay, I think Laquel is back on. I'm going to bring her back. Hey, Cicely. Hey, Deluxe Closet. Welcome, welcome. Let's welcome Laquel back on. I think we're cooking.
Yes. Trying to get back on. Like,
yes.
What's going on?
Hey, I know technology sometimes is just technology. It just acts up. Right. So I'm going to share this to let everybody know that we are live. If you want to let your communities know that we are live, we would definitely appreciate it. We want everyone to know to come on. Let's see. I'm going to put this one in this. Where's the chat with everybody? This is the one. Yes, this is the right one here. All right, so are we ready? Hey, Monique. Hey, Tanya. Welcome, welcome. So tonight we actually have 6 of the finalists that we will be interviewing. So make sure that you are in your seats, you have your favorite beverage, maybe you're sitting in the living room, maybe you're in the bed, but stay tuned to learn some more about these fabulous finalists that we have here tonight. I see a private chat. Okay. All right. So, Laquel, you okay over there? Laquel? She's frozen again.
I think so. I
Okay.
think so. Crossing my fingers and my toes. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna push through this thing tonight. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Hey.
Did you introduce yourself and let them know who you are and all that good stuff?
Let's see.
It's freezing. Hey, Lasagna, welcome. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you're tuning in, you are asked if you want to ask any questions, you can type them in the chat. So that way we can ask the finalists. So feel free to, to post a question. All right, let's begin. So let us begin. So we are excited for you to meet one of the finalists for Best Resale Boutique, Online, or Storefront. And it is Misty Audell, owner of House of Thrift Boutique.
Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies. Hey, Corinne.
Hey, let me put you. So I'm going to read your bio.
All righty.
Bio. Misty Audell is the owner of House of Thrift Boutique. Proves that you can run a boutique, raise 4 kids, and still slay on 2 hours of sleep. From styling movie casts to building a 5-year strong thrift community, she turns chaos into couture and thrifted finds into straight up fashion slaves. With her motto, turning thrifted ways into fashion slaves, Misty empowers women to laugh louder, shine brighter, and style bolder. Welcome to the stage, Misty Audell.
Hey, ladies. We at it again. Hello, everyone. Corinne, hello.
Hello. It's been a while, but it is worth the wait.
Yes.
So,
I'm blaming it on children.
So tell us, how did you get your start in thrifting? And then how did you get into reselling?
Okay, so thrifting actually transpired through a lot of the other arts that I was doing prior to being a reseller. So before, I loved styling and fashion overall, and I was always frugal. So the thrift stores was always my spot. I mean, always.
Right.
You know, I don't care. We go into a state to go to a funeral. Can we stop at a Goodwill on the way back? Like, you know, if we're going on vacation, can we stop at a Goodwill on the way back? So it was always something that I just love to do. I love like the treasure hunt of it all. So that was always there. I was styling prior to the pandemic. I was styling. I used to work along with a lot of photographers, you know, working behind the scenes. I really liked being able to come up with ideas and having the creative control. So I found I was always behind the camera doing that. And then when the pandemic hit, like it did for everybody, I was like, what am I going to do? My phone's not ringing and bills are still coming and this is not going to be good. So, and I was like, okay, maybe this won't last that long, but then it lasted long. And you know, at the same time, I was also pregnant. I conceived right when the pandemic hit. So I had my cousin and she was like, girl, you got a hoarder's house. You got all these clothes, because it's different when you're moving. They're always loaned out or being
Right.
used. So this situation left me with them just looking at me every day. I was like, I got a lot of stuff in here. What am I going to do? She was like, because at the time paparazzi was big. Everyone was doing live sales with the jewelry, the $5 jewelry, $3 jewelry. And she's like, you should do that. And I was like, well, I don't know who's really doing it. And you already know, I seen Thrifting Atlanta, but I was like, ooh, that's a beast. You know, back then that screen was moving so fast. You thought you had cataracts. I was like, oh my gosh. They're making money.
Right.
They're going great, you know. And I was like, yeah, I'm not ready for that yet. So I went and got my little training wheels and kind of dabbled in it. And then I went ahead and booked, and I just loved it. I was like, oh, Houston, we have a problem. Style where I can be in my house, create my rack or curate my rack like a runway show and make money right there. More than what the photographer wants to pay, because he's already paying me crumbs.
Right.
So it just all transpired. And then I was like, okay, this is the House of Thrift Boutique, because I wanted to appeal to every woman. You know, I wanted to appeal. I like nice pieces. I like quality. I like vintage. And my personal style is a reflection of me, a lot of energy, or sometimes I might not have all that energy, and I'm just, you know, want to wear a different, a piece of style or a piece of era. So that it all just kind of transpired. And in 2020, House of Thrift came, and it was training and, you know, juicing, you know, all the tools I needed to then pursue reselling and live sales.
Love the story. I think for everyone, 2020 was that year that
pivotal
we all
moment.
like, wait, I
It
can make how
actually
much?
birthed a lot of entrepreneurs.
Yes. I'm gonna add Laquel back on. I think she is. Hey, Laquel.
Hey.
Okay. All right. I think we're good.
I think we're good now. Think we're good now. Hey, Misty.
Okay. All right. So I will. Do you want to take the next question for Misty? She is one of the finalists for Best Resale Boutique Online and Storefront.
Resale Boutique and Storefront. Okay. What have you done one of those questions yet, or you did?
No.
Okay. All right, Misty. Can you tell us about the unique aspects of your resale boutique that set it apart from others in the industry, whether online or storefront?
Well, this may not necessarily be, because, you know, we all find unique pieces. Everyone curates unique pieces. But I would like to think that for me, when I'm curating and I'm displaying my pieces, I like to kind of tell stories as well. And not literally every piece, you know, I want to tell you a story about it, but I want my rack to kind of give you some type of essence when you experience my rack. Very seldom when I display my pieces do I want to just throw them on a rack and just show them. While you know, that's just not for me, because I'm a creative. So I like to really curate, which is the difference between creating a rack and curating a rack. A lot of times curating a rack, you're creating it with a vision of something. Like maybe I want to create a runway show, and so I need the flow of my pieces to appeal to a runway show. I want someone to walk away feeling like, dang, she came in smooth, and then it got big, and then it got bigger, and, you know, I want it to be an experience. So I would like to think that that with my energy kind of will set me apart, or at least keep me unique. You know, we all have special little chef kiss moments, but as long as I just stay unique and everyone knows when Misty's around or feels Misty's energy, then that's what I aim to be for me and House of Thrift Boutique.
That's right. I missed the hey ladies.
Did I miss that already? You know, I'm never gonna not do that. I can do that 2, 3, 4, 5 times. That's the lady call. Where you at?
Yes.
Come on in.
That is the signature for Misty. So Misty, tell us, this is going into your 5th year, right? Or is it the 4th?
Year.
5th year. And you've been nominated before.
Yes, in a couple different categories.
Yes. Yes. So how does it feel to be nominated again? And especially for this category, for Best Resale Boutique.
So, you know what? I am actually honored. So this year, although I've been nominated before, being transparent, I was in different headspaces back then. And so, you know, that what is that Napoleon syndrome, where you almost feel like you don't belong in a space, but you keep occupying a space and you're like, why? I don't belong here. This year, I told myself my perspective of what I'm here for, while it may not always make logical sense, there's a reason and there's a purpose. So lean into it, you know, embrace it. At least you're recognized by your peers for what you offer, that unique thing that you offer, whether you see it or not. Sometimes we don't always see that like light the way others see the light. So this year, it's a different experience. So I'm honored, and I'm like, yes, hello, everybody was nominated. Yes, again, I'm back again.
We love the energy. And again, just to let the audience know, if you have a question for Misty or for any of the other finalists, please feel free to type it in the chat, and we'll be really glad to ask that question of her. Laquel?
Well, you know, I have a question now that I'm on the live versus in the chat. Okay, so I like this question because people just need to know more about like what it really means to do this. So, can you discuss any challenges you faced in running your resale boutique and how you've overcome them?
Do we have enough time?
No.
How many minutes do I got? How many minutes do I got?
Just one. Just this one. Just one.
Set the timer.
You have about 3.
I need somebody to gauge me. Okay, so I'll say a significant challenge that I've absolutely have experienced, kind of rolling into what I just kind of touched on about occupying spaces and your mindset. When they say reselling, in addition to anything you pursue with passion, you have to have a strong mindset because you're going to face all type of oppositions through those journeys. And there are sometimes where I look at other women, I'm like, dang, she don't go through nothing. She just, you know, no names. I mean, but you know what I realize is everybody goes through something. It's just how do you respond to it?
Right.
How do you respond to what you're going through? And so, you know, through this sisterhood that, you know, we curated in this community, I found some real special gems that really speak life, you know, and shout out to my special gems. They speak life and they speak perspective that isn't contingent on supporting you because maybe you're popular or supporting you maybe because you have the dopest pieces, but they actually speak life in this genuine sense of like, you know, getting through these challenges that we really, really have to deal with. Like, I don't feel like I'm good enough, or I don't feel like I have good pieces, or I had a horrible week. Is no one, you know what I mean? And for me, my biggest challenge is balancing 4 children that are at critical stages.
Yeah.
And there's 4. You see how many times I said that? That was
what's the ages? You got to tell the ages.
So and this is all of recent. Okay. Recently they turned 11. Recently they turned 10. Recently they turned 7, and my baby just turned 5. So it's like, you know, I'm barely just coming into that. Like my nose is just barely like this out the water. Like I'm like where I'm like, okay, I can spend more time, because what I don't ever want to hear my kid say is mom's not here because she always upstairs doing lives. Right. She says, Mom, what's going on? Right. You know, my teacher. Oh, I forgot to call her because I'm always doing lives. So there'd be times where I'm like, I got to give it up. And I got to go be a mom because it's what God called me to do. Clearly, He's going to be 4 unless he made a mistake. He did it. Right. So it's like, you know, and purpose is important. So I think through finding that, you know, I'm a mom first, And if you love what you're doing, you'll find a way. And you just got to lean into maybe the way you thought you were going to, bulldoze this is not necessarily the way. So I have to adjust the way I'm handling and just do what I can do, but be consistent with that, that little bit. So, those are my challenges. But if we have more time, if Corinne does another segment, put me on first.
Well, Misty, as we close out, your tribe is here. They are giving you your flowers. You gotta have a tribe no matter your journey. Mama duties never ends. Congratulations.
Hey, Jess.
Jess says, "Hey, ladies. Hey, Misty Boo." Yes,
Hey,
so you are definitely loved in the community. So my last question to you is, why should the community vote for you for best resale boutique, online or storefront? Why should you take home this award?
Well, because I ain't got it yet. But this is always a tricky question, and I knew it was coming. Now, I did use chat to help me, but I can't remember what he told me to say. But, honestly, I call him my first name. We have a different relationship. But honestly, what I would say is, we all are deserving of the recognition for our skills and our crafts. And I can just speak for me. I have passion in what I do. I don't know. I show up every time trying to give all that I have. If all I have is 90, I can only give you what I have. So, but I always lay my heart out because there's a genuine love for what I do. And all I can hope is that resonates within House of Thrift Boutique enough to where it can be recognized to take home the trophy for the best resale boutique, because my pieces are eclectic. The quality is there. The energy is there. So, there is no reason why I shouldn't. But, ultimately, everyone is great. And I just want to be recognized to the end of the ceremony, all the way to the end. So, just keeping it light, because, I'm a Cancer. For those who don't know, I'll cry. And so we gonna spin it, and keep it funny and light. But I do want it, and my passion is always there. So I just hope that it's recognized, and I can just take it home for the house.
All right, bring it
home for the
girls. What they say? Bring it to the house.
Bring it to the house.
Well, thank you so much, Misty, for joining us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to Misty and congratulate her for making it in the top finalists of her category.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Hey, look how I'm hearing some background. I don't know, do you have another device on with the
no. Let me check on something.
Yeah, because when I mute your mic, I don't hear it anymore. Wait, unmute. All right, so let's see. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay. It's better. Yes, it's better. All right. So up next, we're going to bring on our best thrift style influencer male. I'm going to read his bio. Frank Holt is the founder of F.B Styling and Bichon Boutique. I'm going to bring him on. Hey, Frank. Let me unmute your mic. Let me make sure this is in the right setting. I'll put you here in the middle. All right. So Frank is in Bichon Boutique in Philly. He is a certified personal stylist turned thrift king, trained at NYC's School of Style. He's worked behind the scenes at New York Fashion Week. Is this BFW? Baltimore and Philly Fashion Week With over 6 years in the thrifting community, Frank has turned his passion into a movement, curating sophisticated seconds that make every client feel classy, confident, and unforgettable. Let's welcome to the stage Frank Holt.
Hey family, what's going on?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've seen you a number of times. This is your third, the third
Yeah,
number. Yeah,
yeah,
this
this
is
is
the
my
third
third one.
invitation.
Yeah.
So welcome back. Look how you want to start off the
Sure. Hey, hello, Frank. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Pretty good. So
Good.
we'll start off with what inspired you to get into thrifting and reselling?
Oh, where do I begin? Make it real quick. I will start by saying it actually began with my grandmother. I don't know who somebody else mentioned that. It might have been Montez or something, but it really did begin with her. Um, I don't know. We started off going out to pay bills, but ended up in thrift stores.
I love it.
It's always, and I'm just like, I think he said it, but I was the same way where I used to be like, it stinks in here. Like, why do we keep going? And I don't know, when she passed, it's just like the mantle fell on me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like my family is, they love fashion. They're very sophisticated people, classy and things like that. But, everybody doesn't do thrift. But for some reason, out of everybody in the family, that mantle fell on me. And I've been running with it for, I don't even know. Like, even during runway shows, I always thought that this should be a place in the show where they should have some kind of consignment or high-end consignment kind of vibe within the shows, because we're kind of like the cousin of designers, if that makes sense. Authentic, original. Even though it's a designer, it's still like that one and only, So I think I just kind of fell in love with it after her death, where it's just like I've been running with it ever since. So that's where it began.
Okay. Love that. It's always, such a sweet story to hear, like, someone in the family is who
Yeah.
inspired you, especially grandmothers. Grandmothers have a
Yeah.
special place
Yeah.
in everyone's family. So that's wonderful to hear. So, being a thrift style influencer, can you share a story or a testimonial from one of your followers whose thrift style journey you inspired or influenced?
I would say one that I can think of right from the top of my head. I have this one lady. She's been kind of watching the live for some time now. We finally met in person, and she's plus size, and she's beautiful, and I expressed that to her, and she feels good, but I can tell that there was a sense of, some kind of self-esteem there. And sometimes you can kind of hide in the garment, by wearing oversized pieces or, not showing your figure and things like that. So she was afraid of belts. She was afraid of belts. She was afraid of showing something, and I just kind of worked with her. So by her shopping, it was always something oversized that she was getting. When I finally saw her, I'm like, you're hiding under all of this.
Right.
It's different. We call it caftans and things now, but to her, it was called the muumuu,
Yeah.
So I had to change her mindset, because muumuus to me are something that you wear at home, you cook and frying chicken. But a caftan is something that you kind of dress up in style. Put your earrings on, put your hair up, wear makeup, things of that nature. So I had to kind of put the style in the midst of that and try to first build her up. I had to build her up mentally, spiritually, because you can put clothes on people, but if it doesn't mean anything if their inward part is not polished or growing, and I didn't want to throw clothes on her. So I basically just helped her mentally and spiritually. And then I showed her how to style certain pieces. Then before you know it, I tried to put a belt around her. I was a little nervous, but I put a belt around her just so she can see something else different of herself. And it made her feel good. She started crying, and we've been close ever since. She's still rocking with me and things like that. And now she's buying a little bit more,
Okay.
So I'm excited to see this new lady, and now she's ready to run the street. So I'm happy about that.
That's wonderful. I love this. Maldi says, those moo-moos got our grandmothers in trouble.
Yeah.
So big.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Vanessa says, congratulations. Kitty says,
Thank you.
That's an influencer.
Oh, Kitty. Oh, yeah.
Kitty also had a question. She wanted to know, what color are you wearing this year?
What, for the thrift ball?
Yeah. It's a surprise, Kitty.
Already.
I don't know if this is like an interview question. I don't know. I have no clue. I have no clue.
Yeah.
I have
no decided yet.
She's so funny.
All right. Look, you have a question?
Yes. And I love that hiding in the garment. That's a whole nother story that we're gonna revisit that one. So I like that. Because that was deep. How do you see your role as a thrift style influencer evolving in the future, and what goals do you hope to achieve in the next year?
One, it's something you just asked me, made me think of her, and it almost hit me. And if I wasn't on this live, I probably would break down. But I have her in my mind. I have my grandmother in my mind, and when I excel or elevate or go higher or so in this kind of field, I'm always thinking about what she would have done, because she always loved people. I love people. If you see me in person, I love hugging, and the two come together. So I know it's not a lot of men that are doing this. It is seems like to be a women's driven kind of thing. So I don't know. I just feel like, with a man being involved, it is kind of a little difficult because you're trying to show a woman and men. Because now, we have men that are also being styled or shopping in thrift as well. But I see myself moving in that aspect because of my passion and because of my drive and because of people. And if you don't have people in mind, then you're doing this for naught. You have to look at, I constantly look at myself as a person that's trying to not only have a person buy an item from me, but for someone's life to be changed. Clothes carry spirits, clothes carry power. And if you're not putting something on or helping someone when you're doing your lives, then we're just showing items so that we can get their money. And that's not my makeup. My point is to change lives through what I do. And if you come back and I've impacted your life with what I've done, then I know that I'm headed somewhere.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah. And for me, because I love to go out and hand select the pieces, I love what I pick out. So when I see it going home to someone and someone loves it as much as I do, that's where I get my biggest my biggest joy, that they love what I picked out for them.
Yeah, because you're changed. You don't even know what they experienced before they bought that purchase. And that purchase did something to them. Maybe they didn't never have any money for a long time. And then all of a sudden, a few dollars they were able to spend on themselves. And then they find something that was beautiful and fine. And they got it from you. They always looked up to you. It's always a seed behind it. And at the end, if you put a smile on their face, then we've done the job.
Yeah. And Shenika says, powerful and true. Well said. So my last question is, what makes you the best choice for this award? Why should the community vote you best thrift style influencer male?
One is, above everything, it's my love for people. My love for people even how sometimes it's not easy being a reseller or doing lives. You get bumped with a lot of changes and ups and downs, but I try to stay consistent. I try to stay happy, excited about my future and where I'm going, even though there's a bump in the road. But I also try to stay consistent, be on time, always come with joy, try to do some fun things within the live, maybe give out some free gifts, and or just kind of celebrate somebody on the live. And then I also try to support my fellow resellers. That's one thing that I if you see me, I'm up all night on everyone's live trying to see if I can support someone in some way. I haven't done everybody, but I think that we should always try to support one another until God expands us where we need to go.
I like that.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Frank, for taking
family
to come and meet the community that voted you here. As you know, voting starts September 1st through September 15th. We'll have all of the flyers ready and available. So thank you again. And everybody, let's give Frank a round of applause for
Thank
being
you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Corinne. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Love, love, love. I like when we have our guys on because, like he said, it's not many that are doing this, but, the guys do have an eye for style.
Yes,
for
definitely.
for the ladies. So, all right. So up next, we are going to bring on one of our finalists for Best Upcycle Fashion Designer. Let me get her bio. So we are excited for you all to meet Burkina Faso. She is one of the finalists for the Best Upcycle Fashion Designer. I'm going to bring her on stage. Hey, Burkina. I'm going to put you in the right, put you right here in the middle. Awesome, awesome. So your real name is Joyce Lorace Jackson. Oh, wait, you're on mute. Let me unmute you. Okay, here we go. Harusa from Greenville, South Carolina, raised, and the creative force behind Sloppy Seconds, a fashion reseller, stylist, and designer. Joyce turns unmatched fabrics and bold embellishments into one-of-a-kind upcycle creations. Her signature vibe is street funk with a twist of glam and Afro funk. As the mistress of upcycling, she empowers women of all sizes to stand out, feel confident, and own their individuality. Because with Sloppy Seconds Street Funk, no two slaves are ever the same. So welcome, welcome. We are so excited to have you here.
Thank you, thank you.
Raquel, you want to
Sure. Let's see.
Up. Vanessa says peace up.
Burkina, congratulations. How does it feel to be nominated for the best upcycle fashion designer? How does it feel to be nominated for that category?
It feels great because a lot of times I didn't think it was being noticed. But it feels great.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, it is because you're here in the top finalists. Can you tell us how you got your start in thrifting and then also in reselling? How did you get your start?
I started in thrifting, started in high school. I just really wanted to look different from others. I remember my mom used to shop at the Goodwill as well. And I kind of shied away from that because I wanted to be like my friends. I grew up kind of in a predominantly Caucasian environment. So it was kind of like, oh no, I can't wear that. And so one day my mom drug me into the Goodwill, and it was probably like my sophomore, junior year when I was wearing my braids and bell bottoms. And, some of my friends was like, okay, we don't dress like that anymore. But I was like, well, I enjoy it. So from there, shopping there, seeing the different clothes, seeing the different era of clothes, it just really invited me to continue shopping there. As far as upcycling, it began when I was in college. I was studying fashion marketing and visual merchandising, and I had to take a sewing class. And I thought that I knew it all, and I had 5-inch nails. And so my sewing teacher challenged me how I was going to be able to sew with the fingernails. And so, of course, I had to show I could do it. But she later
Wow.
me that it was down in little 5 points. I wish I could remember my teacher's name, but she used to upcycle and refurbish jewelry. She would take
Oh,
paper bags and cans and just different things and make earrings.
wow.
And then she would also take different fabrics and textures of fabrications and embellishments. And I was like, wow, somebody actually do that, because I never knew that
Mhm.
genre of fashion actually existed. But working in high end retail, Neiman Marcus and Lord and Taylor, when I was living in Atlanta, and Macy's, I've always had to glam up, so I never really got the opportunity to be as funky as I wanted to be.
Ah,
Think mine came in also during the pandemic, where I just really wanted to be different. I started thrifting as well. And mostly it started with, just my own personal fashion. And I had a closet full of clothes because my career changed. So I was like, okay, now that I'm going more into merchandising and pulling away from an office scene, my wardrobe changed. So I sold off, I think, I can't remember one of the first groups, but I know I did come in contact with Atlanta Thrifting and Thrifting Atlanta, excuse me. And I was scared. I'm not gonna lie, because I normally was selling either in department stores or going to fashion shows and setting up vending. So actually trying to get online and sell, I am not tech savvy in any form of fashion. So it was interesting when I signed up for my first live, trying to do. I think before that, when I first started, we didn't have the virtual assistant.
mm-mm.
Brittany and I, we just, had the sold, and whoever was the quickest to claim it, you
Yeah, who
know.
you saw?
And I was a little intimidated because, I started getting messages like, well, I bid it first. I said, well, ma'am, I think it's going by the time stamp. It's
Yep,
not me. It's the
yep.
time stamp of claiming that item. But my first venture was thrift, because I enjoyed a lot of I've always just liked to be different. So when I
Mhm.
started sourcing first, it was more thrifted items. Then it leaned more into the funk and eccentric. And so from there, I still have not just was not still satisfied with a lot of items that I was finding. So I just said one day, okay, I'm going to make my own skirt, because I couldn't find clothes that fit my body frame, because I was kind of in between sizes. So I said,
Mhm.
okay, I'm going to make a skirt. And, I wanted denim and leather at the time. So I'm looking online, and these skirts is like two, three, four, $500.
Mhm.
So I said,
Mhm.
okay, I'm going to thrift, and I'm going to find these fabrics and materials, and I'm just going to start making it myself. And my mom, she was a seamstress, and my grandmother was a seamstress. So it kind of became natural with me. And so I just started sitting down making different pieces, and I would wear them like when I was in Atlanta or Charlotte or places like that. And when I was going to Afro Funk, when it was in Atlanta, I don't think they're still doing it anymore.
Mhm.
I couldn't believe when people was just calling me out across the area. At that time, I was going by Yay Yay. And so, everybody's like, yeah, I remember you from Facebook. I remember you was wearing this and wearing that. And I was like, oh my gosh. Because a lot of times you don't know people see you, because some people
Yeah,
may let you know and
yeah.
let you know, but there's a
Majority don't.
watching you in secret.
Mhm.
And so
Right.
I know that, so many people was observing and noticing my wardrobes. So then I started also upcycling and refurbishing handbags as well as shoes.
Wow, what a
That's
journey.
good.
What a journey. From the corporate down to the
Exactly.
upcycle street funk, right?
Yes.
Loved it. Loved it. Loved it.
Oh, and just to explain the name of my brand, I like Sloppy Seconds because I know a lot of items that you can purchase, they're already, perfectly put together, with the seaming, the buttons, the lining, and things like that. So I just wanted mine to be not perfect, but still fashionable, to where
Mhm.
it does not have to be, asymmetrically cut and stitched correctly. It can have a little asymmetric in it. It can have some threads hanging out. The buttons might
Yeah.
not always be lined up, or the hems may not always be even, but it's still fashionable.
Got it. So that's your signature. All right.
That's what I was kind of getting ready to ask. So, what sets your upcycle designs apart from other upcycle brands? You kind of answered it a little bit.
Well, also, one, I try to design for all sizes. I've had some clients that's a size small to 3X. And so a lot of my Afrocentric, going more into the Afrocentric, where I'll take Afrocentric fabrics and I'll probably mix them with other textures that people would never think to mix it with, like leather. I have a set that's a leather set and it has Afrocentric fabrics with it. I might do some silk or some brocade and also throw African print in with it. I might take a distressed sweater and put, Afrocentric pockets or denim or whatever type of fabrication pockets and also patch on it, just to make it different. But a lot of my tops, I try to make them one size. So a lady does not have to feel like, oh, we'll have to be a small or I'm a 3 or 4X. It's not going to look right on me. So certain tops and dusters or even my coats, I try to make them to their one sizers.
That's good to know. So it's one size fits most. Is that what you're?
Yes. Now some I might, if she's more of a petite lady, I'll try to make it more, I guess, cater to her petite frame because if it's too much fabric, it's gonna swallow her. But some things like the dusters or the oversized coats or oversized blazers for the fall that's in right now. So just trying to sell the ladies and let them know that sometimes you still can wear oversized blazer versus the tapering of regular normal blazer.
Janice said, "Great points, great points," and she says, "Hey." All right, so my last question for you, and again, those of you in the audience, if you have questions for any of the finalists, please put them in the chat. So again, you could get to know them a little bit better. So my last question for you is, why do you believe the members of the community should vote for you as the best fashion upcycle designer?
It's interesting. I just never
Yeah, tell them why. Tell them why they should vote for you.
honestly, I think because it's a passion of mine. Basically just designing. Well, I think most importantly for me is to let ladies know that they can. It used to be my stand up and step out in fashion. That used to be my slogan when I started reselling. But basically, just letting ladies know that they can be different. I mean, I have different looks. If you follow me, I can do high fashion and glam, and I can get downright grunge. And it's okay. You don't always have to look like everyone else to still be fashionable. And I think that's one of the things, knowing that as I work now, ladies always tell me, I've influenced you. You've influenced me, and that's what I love is a lot of times you're your best model. You can go and pay someone to model. You can put items on mannequins and things of that nature. But when you're wearing the items, you never know who you might motivate or influence to wear afro, or might influence, to wear some bell bottoms with some patches on it, or might influence to get that vintage Chanel blazer and, pair it with some funky ethnic style bell bottoms. So why I think I should be nominated is, I like to make a difference in fashion. I like to motivate and influence ladies that they can be diverse in their fashion aesthetic. You can be high fashion, you can wear denim, you can do your vintage, and then you can also do your boho Afro funk.
I love it. I love it's those unexpected looks. Keep them guessing.
And I it's green for that hat, ma'am.
Huh?
Remember that hat?
Oh yes, that the purple hat. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I'm like, this is definitely for you. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Meeting the community, letting them know a little bit more about you. Voting starts on September 1st through September 15th. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of your finalists for Best Upcycle Fashion Designer. Let's give her a round of applause.
Congratulations.
We'll see you soon.
See you.
Y'all have a good one.
You
too.
Good night.
Let's see.
Good night. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I saw her one time in the because I thought she lived in Atlanta. And I saw this lady in the thrift store. She had on a fedora, but it had like the fringe, like the beaded fringe going around with a
Mm-hmm.
big hair. I'm like, I have seen her somewhere before, and it was Burkina.
Yeah.
Mhm. So that's her look wherever she is. It's
Yeah.
not, this is her true, authentic
Yeah.
style.
True authentic self.
Yes.
Yes, y'all.
So let's see. So up next, do you want to introduce the next? We have Shana.
Is it Shana?
Yes.
All right, y'all. Next up is Miss Shana Lyles.
Wait, Shana is next. It's 9:50. Yes.
9:50. Yes.
Yeah. We're doing good. We're doing good on time.
Yes. Hey, Shana, how are you?
Hi.
Is it Shana or Shana or?
It's Shana. It's Shana. I be letting Corinne say Shana all the time, though.
Okay, because
It's Shana.
I do somebody about my name.
Because I don't like when people call me Karen. So
welcome in, Miss Shana.
Thank you.
Shana.
So, next up is Miss Shana. She's one of the finalists for the best resale boutique online and storefront. Miss Shana is a wife, a mom, a creator, and thrifty fashion slayer. Is the force behind Dirty Diana Closet with her signature "Hey Girl Hey." Is it "Hey Girl Hey"? Like
Yes.
that? Okay, "Hey Girl Hey" vibe. She proves that fabulous fashion doesn't require a fortune. Her boutique is all about fashion, flavor, and fun, inspiring women to feel bold, beautiful, and unapologetically themselves while slaying on a budget. Welcome in, Miss Shana Lyles. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On your
Now,
nomination.
You have been here before.
Yes.
This is your second of
Yes.
second
Yes. I was here last year.
Yes. So welcome back.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So tell us, how does it feel to be nominated for best fashion boutique? I'm sorry.
It's honestly surprising because I had no idea I was a nominee until you sent me the message, and I was like, "Congratulations!" I'm like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, I be in my own world." So I literally had no idea that I was a nominee. So I didn't get a chance to promote to be like, "Hey, vote for me" or anything like that. So I greatly appreciate all those people that did vote for me. I appreciate it. So I'm excited.
So that was a nice, exciting day for you to hear that.
Yes,
you were in the top, not just nominated, but that you made it to the top.
Right.
So
Right.
I love that. So can you tell us how you got started in thrifting and then in reselling?
So I got started in I always been into like fashion because I'm in the arts. I'm a hairstylist. I own a hair salon. So I was always in the arts. But then during COVID is when it got like, I would thrift like furniture, things like that. But during COVID, when I started seeing people like go live and things like that, I got more into like clothes. And then I would go into the store, I would find like designer pieces or designer bags and get extremely excited. I'm like, $5. Like, I would get extremely excited. So I just kept going with it. And although I didn't start right at I think I started maybe 2021 when I got a little bit comfortable, going live or whatever. But it's been a passion, like styling, being into fashion. That's always been a passion of mine. But selling, I was truly excited to see like that I was impacting other women in the community.
I love that, the impact from clothes, right? Clothes
From clothes. Well, I not only sell clothes, I sell confidence. So that's what kind of that's what will make me stand out, because I don't just look at it as selling clothes. I actually produce a lot of content Thanks to my purpose partner, my husband.
Yes,
My
yes,
purpose partner be very well on me because he's a brand photographer. So
yeah.
he's definitely on me about putting out the best content because your image is everything. So when people see me styling and certain things, they get more confident to wear it because I want to wear the pieces and you be like, it make you feel good as a woman, not
Yeah.
just I'm modeling the piece and it's making me look good. I want to make you feel good with me modeling the piece.
Yeah, yeah, because we could see ourselves. We're like, okay, if Shana can do it, I can do it too.
That's right.
Yes. Yes.
And that definitely comes across. Because I'm by your page all the time and I see it and I'm like, oh, she really enjoys what she's doing. So you definitely are selling that confidence. So if you didn't know you were doing, you are doing it. It's there.
Thank
So
you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So how do you ensure a seamless and enjoyable shopping experience for your online customers? And what measures do you take to maintain customer satisfaction?
So I try to respond to all messages. So I try not to leave the messages like lingering because I do want them to know that like they have absolute direct communication with me. um to make them have an enjoyable experience. If anything is wrong, I definitely have great resolutions for any problem that may occur because us as sellers do make mistakes or we might have some issues, but you have to have great customer service to have a resolution for those issues. As far as another great experience, I try to stay consistent with my content. Not even try, I'm staying consistent with my content. Everything that I put out, I got certain days that I update my website and I let the customers know that the website is available, is updated, and I give them like a few pieces that they can tap into to create the eyes to go to my site. When they go on my site, I try to have enjoyable or colorful items available that's going to attract the eye to make you stay.
I remember, was it on? Did you do a live? You did Queen of the Live, and I had a ball that I had to go
Yes.
to. It was a St. Augustine like Mardi Gras ball, and that
Yeah.
dress I got from you, girl.
I remember it too, the bandage with the gems.
Yeah, it was black and silver, and it
Yep.
was black at the oh girl. It was amazing. So definitely turned a lot of heads. So yeah. So I've had that experience shopping on your site.
And that feels good to hear. Like it
Yeah.
really does.
So again, if anyone has questions, please put them in the chat. Let's see. So my question for you is, let's see. Can you discuss any challenges that you have faced in running your resale boutique, and how have you overcome them?
So a lot of people don't know that when we use the word we and our, it's really me. It's really just a one man band.
I love
Besides the
it.
help of my daughters, but my little daughter, she does help me and she does a lot of my packaging for me when she's able to because she does
Right.
competitive cheer.
Oh,
So the problem is trying to stick to that 2 to 3 shipping days because
yeah.
I try to let my customers know that I'm not Amazon Prime. Like I
Right.
cannot. Now,
Right.
some people are able to do that, like get the packages out right away. But I always try to stick to that 2 to 3 business days. But sometimes it might go a day over and I'll be like going crazy because I went that day over and I told them 2 to 3 business days. So that's a challenge that I do face, but I'm trying to find a strict schedule where I could ship on like a certain day. So then I know all the packages get out that day because I do have 7 kids. Majority of them are out. We just let our not our last 2. We got 2 more to go, but we just, yeah, 2 of them. One just went to the Navy, one went to college. So we have like I have a busy lifestyle. Plus
Yeah.
owning a hair salon. So I try to let my customers know, give them a little insight into my life so they know like, okay, she is like busy. And I'm producing a show for television as well.
Wow. So you are juggling many hats. So like you said, the we is really me.
It's really me. Look, it is really me for real.
Love it. But you're able to manage it. You're able to manage
Yes. Yes, I am.
it. All right.
So I have a question, and then I have one short question, and I have another question. Do you have on a dress or a two-piece? Because
This is a dress.
okay.
Some may call it a muumuu caftan. You know, it's a dress. It's captain.
Yeah, we were just talking about how muumuu. Someone said, that grandma was in trouble.
Yes.
That's cute, though.
Thank you.
Janice said, "This is very interesting. I'm so pleased to get to know you in this forum. Thank you for sharing. I love hearing."
Oh, thank you, Jenny.
The main point of this. And Vanessa says, "You go, Queen."
Thank you, Vanessa.
Misty says, 7 kids. Shut up about my 4.
Oh, about the 4, girl. Right. 7. But we got majority out, and they all doing great. Some of them they're pilot engineers and all of that. So we producing great, like they're producing greatly.
Yeah,
on a great level.
It's 7.
That's
like
good.
It's almost like the Brady Bunch, right? Was it?
Yes.
It was 8 or 7. Yeah. Yeah. Look how you have another question.
That is great. So yes, probably the last question. Why do you believe that the members of the community should vote for you as the best resale boutique? And what makes this the best choice what makes you the best choice for this award?
I think they should vote for me because, I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this. I produce a lot of content on making all women feel great on every phase, whether it be hair, whether it be styling, my consistency, my communication, but I wouldn't want you. So I do want to tell everybody, do not vote for me just because I'm cool. Like, I might be cool. We didn't communicate it. Don't do it. Just vote for me if you feel that I deserve. You've actually experienced shopping with me, whether you've been on my page, you've seen my content, and my content is typically going to be consistent. My pictures are going to be awesome. Everything that I do, I put a lot of work into it. But I ask that you vote for me for those particular reasons. And if you have visited my website over at dirtydianacloset.com, vote for me like on a genuine purposes, not just because I'm cool.
But if I'm cool,
like I'm cool, but I just love the genuineness of it.
Yeah. All right.
Well, work speak for itself.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Shana. Am I saying it? I said it right, Shana?
Shana, yes, that was right.
I gotta remember. Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate y'all. And I want to send a big congratulations to everybody, to all of the nominees. Y'all are all amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're getting all your flowers. Greta said that's so good. Misty says greatness. Cozy says right.
Thank you all.
Jenna says game. All right. So again, Shana is one of the top finalists for Best Resale Boutique, Storefront, or Online. Voting begins on September 1st through September 15th. So make sure that you head over to the thriftball.com to cast your vote for your favorites. All right. So again, thank you. And we'll see you.
Righty. Thank you all. See ya.
Bye. All right. Awesome.
Rolling through.
Yes.
Rolling through.
Good. All right, let me get this. All right, so next up is Shenika. Let me get my my notes here. Okay, here we are. All right. You want to do the intro for Shenika?
Shenika. I need to know what her last name is.
Shenika Buie.
Shenika Buie. Okay. So next up is Miss Shenika Buie, one of the finalists for the Best Thrift Style Influencer plus size. Plus size. Hey,
Hey.
Shenika.
Hello.
So Shenika Buie is the proud owner of the Real Shenika's Curvy Closet, which is a curvy divas. Wait a minute, messing you up. Shenika Buie. Let's start it over. Proud owner of the Real Shenika's Curvy Closet is a curvy diva on a mission. Born in Queens and now repping Connecticut.
Bristol.
Bristol, Connecticut. She knows firsthand the struggles of finding fashions that truly fits in size, style, and confidence. That's why she's created her boutique to help every curvy woman feel seen, celebrated, and beautiful. For Shenika, it's not just about clothes, it's about self-love, empowerment, and slaying unapologetically in your curves. Welcome to the stage, Miss Shenika.
Welcome, Shenika. Congratulations. Good evening. Hey, Shenika. Congrats, Queen.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your nomination. So, Shenika, tell us how you got your start into reselling. I know your boutique, you have a mix of boutique and resale, correct? Yeah. So tell us a little bit about how you got your start in the reselling and thrifting.
So being a plus size, I've always been into fashion. I always had to be creative, right? But I will tell you how I got into reselling is I lost my mom in 2023. And from that time, I really I was addicted to shopping. There's no other way to say it.
Yeah.
And I found a lot of online boutiques, not so much thrifting, online boutiques. I shopped a lot at Thrift in Atlanta, the Upcycle. I got a lot of pieces during the pandemic. But it was the boutiques that kind of caught my attention just because I learned a lot about fashion outside of Lane Bryant and Torrid, and this was more out there. So I think that's what kind of intrigued me and made me try to fill that void that could never be filled. And I said, well, I can't kick this shopping habit. So if I can't beat them, I might as well join them. Honestly, and that's honestly how I ended up here.
Yes,
so I love it.
Yeah. So I did my first live on Ashley's Boutique. And I Ashley, she's my first love.
I think she's here. Oh yeah, she says, "Hey, Shenika, congratulations." Yeah.
So that's kind of like how I ended up here. Just really like my love for shopping, and I needed, I couldn't shake it.
Right. And it's like you need that reason. Well, I sell. This is why I'm shopping. I have to. And that kind of justifies.
Exactly.
The shopping.
That's how
I love it.
Right. So next question, how does it feel to be nominated for the best plus size thrift style influencer?
I have to tell y'all, I'm in awe still. So I don't know that I have an answer for it because I'm still in shock. I really am. I'm very humbled. I'm so honored. It's some great, strong women in this community, in this business. So I'm just in shock. Yeah, I really, I'm very
yeah, so you're definitely here because you have inspired, you've motivated, people love what you do, so that's why you're here, and people are watching, so you're doing something good.
And I know it, but I don't have a huge following, but I have a loyal following.
Yeah,
and I can tell you, when they don't see you, they coming for you, and I appreciate that. And that's what makes it so rewarding. I think one of the young ladies said that I'm not just selling, but I'm selling confidence.
Yeah.
And I think that you really genuine and people see your heart and you do things for the right reason, this all happens. Because, like I said, I'm just so shocked, but this is like a testament of, when you do things for the right reason, sometimes you don't know the why, but like here I am,
Yeah, you just continue. You continue showing. People shop because of people, like because they like what you do. They trust your expertise. You influence them. So it's never about the numbers. Because it's always what quality over quantity. So yeah, you just need that solid base. Everyone is saying congratulations. Someone,
I love y'all.
Aaliyah says, Shenika, you inspire us all shapes and sizes. Everyone's saying congratulations. Monique says, Shenika, don't be making us cry out here in these comments. Cutting the onions.
Oh, Nick, you should have seen my house when I heard my name was top 5. I was like a damn baby in here. And I'm not. And then that same night, I spoke to Kitty Renee because I was a little bit on the fence about it, honestly. Because again, and I was like, Kitty, I don't feel like I really meet the script. I'm like, I do some thrifting, but So she was like, "Girl, she winning the thing, and she read it." That's like, so Kitty, I love you for that. But I was like, I'm on it. I'm humble. Like I'm so grateful, but
Yeah. But I mean, the way you showed up today with this style, I mean, it's like, duh.
Well, you know what?
Cowboy Carter hat on.
Always, being African American, 400 plus pounds. I've always, my professional career, personal life, I always had that mentality that I had to come big or go home. So that's always been my mentality. Just again, because African American, 400 plus pounds. I've always had to go extra hard. So I've always just had that mindset that either I'm going to bring it or not bring it at all.
I love that. All right. So my question for you is, let's see. Can you share a example of how you've used your platform to positively impact the thrift fashion community? Can you share an example?
I would say my style, and for my curvy cuties who maybe lacked a little bit of confidence or thought, they couldn't wear those shorts, or I couldn't wear that skirt, or I couldn't rock that hat. I think being that example and not afraid to show my curves, not ashamed to show my rolls, have been a huge influence. Really just embracing all this, and it's all right. So I think that has been and I do that very authentically, so I think that has been a positive influence. Me just being who I am, showing myself in all shapes and sizes, and share my weight loss journey. I recently just lost about 150 pounds. About that.
Yeah.
Just showing up and being my authentic self, I think has made a positive, and I know it has made a positive influence.
Love it. So Nicole says, she looks fabulous always. And Aaliyah says, I hope I'm saying her name right, Shenika been fly since the 80s. Love it. So they are showing up in the comments for you.
Thank you.
Look out.
That's good. My question is, in what ways do you engage and connect with your audience to inspire them in their own thrift style journeys? I think you kind of talked about it.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll add a little bit more. So again, I think growing up, having to shop in the husky section, the chubby section, going to Sears, and and then in high school, you had Lane Bryant. You didn't even have Torrid back then, but showing them more than that, right? Bringing them a different sense of style. It's more than Catherine's, it's more than Lane Bryant, it's more than Torrid. So I think just again, challenging my curvy cuties to get out their comfort zone, and that you don't have to be a size 10 or a size 8 to look cute. If you want it and they got it in your size, you wear it. So I do that by wearing it, right, and being that example. I hope that answered the question.
Yeah, it definitely did. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
So my last question for you is, what makes you the best choice for this award, for Best Thrift Style Influencer Plus Size? What makes you the best choice for this award?
I haven't thought that far because, again, I'm still in my armor. And that's just the good God's honest truth. I feel like I have already won.
Oh,
That's the good God's honest truth. Again, there's some strong women in this community that is
uh-huh.
just deserving. And I'm not gonna say that I'm not deserving, but again, I'm just in awe. I'm very humbled by this. But even if I don't win, I feel like I've won already.
Love
Um,
it.
so it's hard for me to answer.
It's okay. You answered the way that you wanted to answer. So we appreciate that. Aaliyah again says, wearing it with grace and class. Janet says that we are very, very proud.
Oh,
Um,
thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. Thank y'all so much.
so thank you so much again, ladies and gentlemen in the audience. This is Shenika Buie. She is one of the top finalists for Best Thrift Style Influencer Plus Size. Voting begins September 1st through September 15th. So make sure you head out to the ballots and show Shenika some love. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you.
We'll see you
I
soon.
appreciate y'all. Thank you. All right.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye. Oh, I
That's
love.
sweet.
Yes, and this is a nice comment. Let's see, this one just came up. Shanika is the best choice. Oh, she answered the
Right.
she answered the
I got
question. Said Shanika is the best choice because she's giving, she's fair, she looks out for everyone, giving discounts to those who can't afford to shop full prices.
That's nice.
I love that.
That's
We will show up for our queen. Love.
That's
Yeah, it's all about having like your community, like your people who
Yep.
love what you do, who show up for you, who trust your style, your expertise. That's all, that's all you need. That's all you need.
and the numbers are nice, but those
Yeah.
people that rock with you, they rock with you. So
Yes, absolutely. So last but not least, we are doing so good on time. I'm so proud of us. Look how we did this.
I was trying to figure out how we were gonna squeeze all this in this little bit of time.
We did really, really good. So last but certainly not least is our next finalist in the Thrift Style Influencer, 55 years and older. And it is Peaches Angela Vaught Shamley. And I want to bring her on the stage and also give her a big congratulations on her marriage. She's a newlywed. So look, we are taking time away from her hubby. So we're gonna do this really quick. Because she is a newlywed, right? So let's give her a round of applause. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm going to read her bio. I really need to get my glasses, but I'm so vain. Meet the queen behind PS Glam Closet. She began her reselling journey in 2022, and by 2023 stepped out on her own, driven by purpose and a love for fashion and people. With her motto, Queens Uplifting Queens, she's on a mission to help every woman embrace her confidence, strength, and grace. At PS Glam Closet, there's something for everyone, no matter your budget, style, or background. For her, it's not just about selling clothes, it's about building community, speaking joy, and reminding every woman, baby girl, you are a queen. I love that.
Love it.
Thank you.
And they're in the comments. The comments are lit.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Congrats, my boo thing.
Yes, that's Janet.
Congrats. Let's see. Congratulations, Peaches. Peaches, congrats. They are in here. Hey.
Yes.
Look beautiful. I am a glam niece for life. Congrats to my Taraji. Congrats, Peaches and A. Congratulations. They are here.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you guys for being here.
So tell us a little bit about your journey into reselling and then your background in thrifting. How did you get into thrifting?
Okay, so my background is I've always loved clothing, fashion, that's always been something that I enjoyed. And I really enjoyed it when I can find it on sale. That's, you know, hey, that's a plus.
Right.
Then, so my girlfriend and I, we always did yard sales, and we were doing them for years and years and years. And then, of course, COVID happened.
Mhm.
And she's always online showing her jewelry, and she's always online shopping, and she would always tag me. I said, quit tagging me, because you're gonna have me spending all my money.
All of it.
But and so she would still constantly tag me, and then people will always tell her, you need to start selling. Well, she didn't want to do it. And so I was like, Stephanie, look, I'll do it with you. And she was like, you will? I said, yes, I'll do it with you. Come on, girl, we can do this. So then we started PS Glam Closet. And then I moved after a year, and I came to Georgia with my now husband.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, I guess, surreal, really, because PS stood for Peaches and Stephanie. Well, now it's Shamley. So it's Peaches Shamley. And so it just really worked out. It was definitely ordained. I know. So it was ordained, didn't have to change anything. And I just love it, because one thing that I've loved, and I did it in New Mexico, is I always love empowering other women, other queens. And so it's something that I enjoy doing. And now I get to do it full time with clothing, which is something that I love. If you was to see all my closets with several S's on it, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah. Love that story.
That's true. So my question is, can you share a story or a testimony of one of your followers that you've influenced or inspired during your thrift journey?
Yeah, I'll try to do it without crying.
Oh.
So one live I had did, and I, if anybody watch my live, I'm always saying something. I have a saying or something, and cracking jokes and making people laugh and having people engage. Well, this one in particular live, we were laughing, we were joking, giving away free stuff. You must have a purchase in order to get a free item, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the live, she came into my inbox and she told me that really helped me, because today I thought I was going to be done with life. And you guys, you have, like I said, I'm gonna try not to cry. You have no idea how that touched me. Just a laughter, just someone being able to feel a part and being engaged. And this is all they have. And then that helped them. That just spoke volumes for me. I was like, I'm here for life. I don't care if there's one person on the live. As long as it can affect someone's life, I'm here. And so that's one of the stories.
Yeah, that's definitely your passion there. It showed, and that person just was like, I'm here, I'm staying.
And she is a customer till this day.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
Do you see the impact that we have? The few, hours that we spend behind our phone showing clothes,
Yes.
Really, like someone, one of the ladies said, that you're selling confidence. You're giving hope. So I love that. Don't forget the totes. The totes.
Oh, yes, I have. Not only do I have closets, but I've probably had at least 20 totes full of clothes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Courtney.
They gotta be inside joke.
Yeah. So the cat food, because I like I said, I tell jokes on the lives, and for one of the, like, if you are getting a Eliza J, say, dress, and we know Eliza J is not a cheap brand.
Yeah, right.
And so I'll be like, this Eliza J, honey, Eliza must be smoking that new and improved cat food because ain't no way this dress is worth whatever, you know. So
I love that. Yeah. Change. Yeah, Nolly said we can change the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yes,
How many
girl.
black dresses should a woman have in their closet, Peaches? Uh-oh.
How many? You have to have at least 4.
At least 4.
At
agree with
least
that.
4.
Yeah, there are different black dresses that you need.
Yes,
Yeah.
at least 4. And I say that every live. You have to have at least 4 black dresses. You have to have at least 4. Now, don't be like your host that has over 40, but you need to have at least 4.
I agree with that. Yeah, she's some people that smoking cat food.
Yes.
4. Okay, so that is your answer. It's always 4.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So how does it feel to be, because this is one of our newest categories. The community voted that we add a category, best thrift style influencer for 55 years and older. So how does it feel to be in the top finalists in this category?
You know, it's really surreal. I'm honored because there are some serious heavy hitters in this category. I mean, Monique and Vanessa and Maggie, and I don't even want to name all those are 3 that I could think of at the top of my head. I mean, there's some heavy hitters in the category, and I feel honored just to be amongst them because, you know, to think that the community even voted to have 55 and above, because, you know, they think we owe. Some folks think we owe, and we don't know how to dress. So
right.
just to even be amongst it and to have the community vote because they see what we you know, what we putting down, they picking up. So it's like, yes.
Yeah.
Honored, truly honored.
Yeah, these are you're one of the OGs. You are that inspiration, motivation. Like, yes, I want to look like that at that age.
Thank you.
She always says that. Passion, Peaches. You've been one of my biggest supporters since day one. I'm so proud of you. And Jaleesa said, you're so deserving of this.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Yes, I mean, when it started, I've been on all the lives buying.
Yeah.
Buying, because I truly believe in my heart, queens support queens, and we uplift one another. And even if it's not purchasing something, be there, be in the comments, help engage. I just truly believe in queens uplifting queens.
It's mandatory. Well, so Tanya says, great interview. Shenika says, it's mandatory we give the OGs their props, aka their followers. Yay, an OG is in the house. That's wonderful.
Yeah, Monique, we're not old. We're just seasoned. We're seasoned.
We're seasoned. Yeah, we ain't old, girl. Okay, you have another question for us?
Yes, so I believe this is our last question. Why do you believe the members of the community should vote for you in this category, 55 and older?
You know, at 55, I think that I offer stylish clothing, affordable clothing, and I offer confidence. You don't have to be 55 and grumpy and frumpy. Okay, we can be stylish. No one could ever tell me that I'm about to be 56. Okay, so I believe that I offer clothing that is stylish and affordable. I believe that I offer a sense of community. I believe that I offer support. I believe that I offer that lending ear. I believe that I offer all that you need here at PS Glam Closet. Anything that you need, I have services among other services. I feel like I do exponentially, and I go exponentially above all that anybody can ask or think. When I go out and source, I believe that I'm looking for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask me during the live, do you have this? No, I don't, but I'm going to definitely try to find it. If it's something that I ordered, I try to order it and bring it back the very next live. So I do believe that I have exceptional customer service, and I'm just, just a girl around the block. I'm just here for you, and I would appreciate the votes on September 1st through the 15th. I really would. Yeah, so it's, I just think that I encompass what the community needs, and that is another queen uplifting another queen through fashion.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much. Again, the comments are like lift queens, uplift queens.
It's the seasoning for me.
Hey y'all, hey. Big heart on and off the camera. You definitely are. And I would love to be stylish, upgraded a bit. And
thank you guys.
I'm a true witness to this testimony. Peaches goes above and beyond for her queens. Vote PS Glam Closet.
Oh,
they are in here. Yes, she's all about supporting and works hard, bringing the fun and fashion to us all. Vote, vote, vote for Peaches. Angela, is it Vaunt?
It's Vort.
Vort. Vort.
No. Like the word caught, like you caught. Oh. I have a New York accent, so it's Vort.
Vaught. Like caught. Vaught.
Yes.
Vaught.
And it's Shamley.
Shamley.
Yes.
Peaches, Angela Vaught Shamley.
Yes, and definitely, I see your comment, Cor. Bring your dancer shoes because I'm a dancer. Don't let the 55 almost fit. Well, by that time I'll be 56 fool you.
Okay. She is ready, y'all.
Yeah.
So we can't wait to see you, to see all of you at the Thrift Ball and Award Ceremony on December 7th here in Atlanta. Go to thethriftball.com to get your tickets. It's a fun night. We will announce the winners of the different categories: dinner, dancing, and just a great time with the community that loves, each other. And it's also a great way to kind of just get you ready for 2026. Mm-hmm. So thank you again, Peaches, for coming by and sharing your story and letting the community know a little bit more about you.
Yes. Remember, queens uplift queens, and baby girl, you are a queen. Have a good night.
Thank you. Give her a round of applause, y'all.
Bye.
We did amazing.
I made it.
Wow. This was an amazing night. Like everyone brought the energy. The stories were so inspirational. It was just a good feeling tonight, and I'm so excited. It's going to be a hard decision when it's voting.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hard decision. So hopefully, these conversations, the meet and greets, will help you with your decision. These lives are all on the Thrift Ball and Award Ceremony Facebook page, and also you will see them on the website, thethriftball.com. So if you needed to refresh your memory or get to know the finalists, you can always go to the website for that. Any announcements, Laquel, that you want to before we close?
Y'all make sure y'all vote. Don't forget. Don't say you didn't know. September 1st to the 15th. Everybody's invited to the Thrift Ball. Go ahead and get your tickets, get your hotel together. Because listen, standing at the hotel door talking about trying to get in ain't gonna work. It's filling up quickly.
Yes.
And yes, make sure you get your tickets, get your tables. Get your tables. Sponsor a table.
Yes. Yes, sponsor a table. By sponsoring a table, the table will be named after your business. I did have a few people message me wanting to know if they could team up with someone else. Absolutely. If you and another business owner wants to team up, we'll allow at least two. But the table will be under the name of your business. You'll also be able to present an award for one of the categories. And of course, your business name will be on the website, on the program. So it's a little bit of publicity for you as well. So get you can sponsor a table. Shenika says, big thank you, Corinne and Laquel. We love and appreciate you. Oh, thank you. Frank said, thank you, family. This was amazing. We won't have seats in the hallway. That's right. No seats in the hallway. And one last awesome job, Corinne and Laquel. So thank you so much, Laquel. Thank you for joining us again and holding down this interview portion. We have today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 4 more days of interviews. So please stop by 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and get to know the finalists so you can be ready to vote. All right. So have a good night.
Night, y'all. Bye.